Okay, hey bro. So, I had us watch not the good, the bad, Fistful of Dollars, the first in the Man with No Name trilogy. So, holy crap! I'll openly admit I've never seen it before. It's always been kind of on my radar of things to watch eventually, but I just never got around to it. You know, that's what happens. Fine, whatever. Oh, okay. I don't have my sheet with me, but I still know. Oh my God. First off, the fact that Clint Eastwood does not speak for the first 8 minutes at all. He's on screen. He's on screen. He's there. He just doesn't say a damn word. He doesn't have to say a damn word because this movie really does show some of the power that Eastwood had with acting and still has. He still has it. Oh my God, does he still have it? Go watch Gran Torino. He still has it. I need to watch The Mule, but Gran Torino, definitely. Hope he still has it. Where you know what he's thinking, you know what's going through his head, just by the way he changes the way he squints his eyes. So the motherfucker hasn't opened them since 1964. I had to take the shot. But, I mean, you take a look at this. You watch this movie and you see how Sergio Leone worked with things. He's letting the music tell the scene. He lets the shots linger so the music can play, and it helps. It slows down the pace of the movie overall. But that's not a bad thing. It lets things work. And you don't see that. You don't see that particularly that much anymore. Although I swear to God, one of my favorite things is the constant recurring leitmotif, that little piece of that the little piece of music that constantly repeats. And I forget the name of it. It's like pet. I watched it with the subtitles. I couldn't even tell you with the subtitles turned on. I couldn't even tell you what the hell it's called. But it says such and such place, and it's like the main leitmotif of the entire movie. I'm sitting there, it's like, wait a minute. Now, admittedly, Leone used the same composer for all three: Fistful, A Few Dollars, and Good Bad. He used the same composer. But if you listen to that leitmotif that plays through regularly, you can hear where you hear that. You listen to that leitmotif, and then you listen to the infamous from Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and you hear that. You hear this cohesion between the two. You can tell that Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, that famous leitmotif built from this one. It's beautiful. You don't see that. You don't see something like that working in movies at all anymore. You'll have Hedwig's theme play throughout whatever. When it comes to Harry Potter, you have the Skywalker theme, you have Luke's theme, you have Anakin's theme, you have things like that. But that particular type of evolution, where it's obviously back to something used here, used in movie one, but it's not the exact same carbon copy. Because things have changed, the characters have actually grown, therefore the music changes. Leone was a fucking awesome person at first. Yes, you can tell that after a while, the spaghetti western got played out. It happens. People get tired of a genre, and then the genre dies for a while. And then someone like Clint Eastwood comes along and goes, everyone's sick and tired of westerns because, well, spaghetti westerns got destroyed the western genre. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come back in and change all of that by making the anti-spaghetti western with Unforgiven, and Mother of God, Unforgiven is good. But that's and the lines, some of the beautiful, beautiful lines throughout this movie. Walking up to the walking up to the Baxter gang after having signed on with Rojo. After having signed on with the Rojos, walking up to the Baxter gang, he stops and he talks to the Undertaker and goes, "Get 3 coffins ready." Walks up, deals with them, blows away 4 of them, walks back to the Undertaker. "My mistake, 4 coffins." Walks off. And when he's dealing with the innkeep, just the repetition and mirroring throughout this is beautiful. Although I swear, one of my favorite lines of 2 days, 2 board lines that are just absolutely stellar because of their delivery, and one's because of mirroring, and one's just him being a smart ass, because that's the man with no name for you. When he's told the Baxters about the living soldiers hiding out in the cemetery, the dead bodies that he planted there. After he's told the Baxters about that for $500, he goes to the Rojos and says, "Hey, 2 lived. You're going to want to go get them. The Baxters are already on their way." Why would you tell us such a thing? Well, man's got to get by. Sometimes the small scrap of information will let you live. Yes, but what are you doing this for? $500? God damn! And then the mirroring on the backside of it, that I was talking about. Opening up. He's looking, he's up on the balcony, he's looking out. So, got the Baxters over here. Rojo's over there. Here I am in the middle. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, okay. You know what he's going to be doing from that point on. You know he's going to be playing both ends against the middle. Okay, cool. He's going to come out on the other side of this because playing both ends against the middle. At the very end, one of his last lines, because his very last line is goodbye, but the last big line he has, the barkeep, and I keep forgetting the motherfucker's name, but whatever. I didn't write it down anyway, so I'm not worried about knowing it. His last line, he's there. The barkeep's going, "Hey, well, it's all over. Are you going to be sticking around?" "Nah, you mean with the Mexican government on one side and the American government on the other, and me stuck in the middle? Too dangerous." Leaves. Motherfucker, you just slaughtered dozens of people. Holy fuck. And now you're going to say it's too dangerous? When you literally took out an army's worth of people that would be coming in to investigate the slaughter of an army? It's just beautiful. It really is just awesomeness. And the whole time, and I really do think this is part of the strength of the spaghetti western, at least the good ones. There are plenty of bad ones out there, just like there's plenty of bad action. The action movies that are just one of those. Well, that's kind of a thing, I guess. No. The good spaghetti westerns, the ones that are still talked about to this day and praised because they are that good. Especially Clint Eastwood's, the ones that he acted in. If you take a look at him and watch how he treats everyone, it's beautiful. Because there's no... If you treat him with respect, or you're treating others with respect, proper respect, mind you, proper respect, he'll treat you with respect. He doesn't give a damn. The Undertaker. The Undertaker's just doing his job. The barkeep's trying to do his job and trying to kick fucking Eastwood out, saying, "Dude, it's dangerous. You gonna die. GTFO." Those people, he doesn't. It's not that he doesn't care. It's He treats them with respect and honesty. When it comes to Marisol, he's a little questionable about her at first, and then he learns the story and goes, no. He's a little questionable about her at first, and then once he learns the story, and which is right around the time, which is shortly before he accidentally knocks her the fuck out, he saw an arm, he reacted, and he knocked her out. Oops. He treats her with respect and properly, because she's done nothing. And when it comes to the Baxters, see something or other, Carmila, the female actual head puppet master of the Baxters. Well, yes, he is playing her both ends against the middle. She's not the one, while she's the brains of it all, she's not the one being a ruthless prick. So he treats her with at least some form of respect and decency without, without anything. And even the Rojos and the Baxters, the one that he deals with, he treats everyone with respect until they're assholes to him or the kid. When it came to people fucking with Jesus, oh hell no, no, oh hell no, no, oh fuck no, yeah. That's why he grabbed Marisol again, busted her ass the fuck out, sent her husband, and her kid, and went, get the fuck out of town. How can we thank you? Don't get. Okay. And then he gets his ass whooped for it. But he also then uses a really, really big barrel to kill people. The motherfucker's the original Donkey Kong. And honestly, that now explains why the barrels kill you in the original Donkey Kong. Actual Donkey Kong. The first appearance of Mario, Jumpman Mario, and the King of Swing Donkey Kong. That's why the barrels kill you. They're fucking huge. I lost my train of thought because now I'm just picturing Mario being the bad guy that got smeared by, just straight slaughtered by the barrel, trying to play Donkey Kong complete with sledgehammer. But, and one of the things I had to go do a little bit of looking up. I absolutely had to. But it's one of those, wait a minute. The outfit looks familiar. Why does this outfit look extremely familiar? I've never watched this movie before. Wait a minute. I think I know. Went looking. Straight up, Back to the Future 3. When Marty McFly is wearing the poncho and gets shot in the chest a couple of times and stands back up, does the pull aside, I'm wearing the door to a frickin' cast iron wood stove. That's straight from this. When he's sitting in the mine and shooting at some chunk of metal that's sitting there that he ends up carving off and turning into the same type of bullshit chest plate. Bullshit. Thing is, that scene where he gets shot and does the same flip aside and bring it, motherfucker. That's shown in Back to the Future 2. Now, I can get into a whole thing about Back to the Future 2 and Back to the Future 3 and the original Back to the Future and which one's my favorite and all that, but we can save that for a whole another topic of discussion if we ever watch any of those. I'm watching it. I love this movie. I fucking love it. And I want to kick myself in the balls for not having watched it before because it's great. And I had to double check a couple of things because it's one of those, I think I know why is some of this so fucking familiar? Aside from it being part of just so ingrained in our culture because this is the birth of the spaghetti western. I knew that much because I'd done a little bit of homework on it beforehand, but never actually watched the fucking movie. Again, I regret that. I really regret that. Mother of God, do I regret that, because by God, this movie is fucking amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, if anyone else is watching this, please listen to me right fucking now. It is on Amazon Prime. if you have Prime, go watch this shit now. Just stop whatever the fuck you're doing. Finish this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Then go watch this shit on Amazon. Jesus Christ. I love the hell out of this movie, and I'm deeply regretful that I never watched it before. Because there is so much that is beautiful in this thing. The way they work with the cameras, the camera work is amazing. The shots of the background, which were shot in Spain, because that's how most of it was, it's beautiful. The way the music swells and works with it, because that fucking composer was a goddamn master when it came to at least the Western feel. Damn. And Leone letting the scenes play, letting a shot go on forever so he could let the music finish. So the music is almost its own separate character that is talking to you, the audience. Oh, God damn you, Leone. I love this movie. And now I understand from what I remember, because, us chatting back and forth on text, there's only so much emphasis. That's why we're doing this. Chatting back and forth on text, I understand that you've watched it before, but just hadn't watched it in a long time. So I am really, really honestly interested in what you have to say about this, aside from, damn, it's fucking amazing. But holy cow. How the hell could I have gone so long without watching this when I want to call myself a fucking movie buff? Especially someone who's trying to work his way through not just the AFI's 100 Years, 100 Movies 10th anniversary list, of which I have 72 out of 100. Not bad. Not only that, but I also want to work through the Ballad of 400. This is one of those classic pieces of cinema that how the fuck have I missed it? How the fuck have I missed it? I watched Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Yeah, okay. It's one of those you must see films. It's not one of the. I think it might even be part of the 1001 movies you must see before you die. But I've seen Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I watched it, and it's one of those. Yeah, this is a good movie. This is a really well done Western. Holy crap! Why does nobody talk about Fistful of Dollars? Everyone, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Fuck the third movie in the series. Go back to movie 1. I'm sorry. That's like saying, I don't know, Jaws 3 is the best of them all. Well, maybe if you've only seen Jaws 3, then yeah, it could be maybe a good shark movie. I don't know. I haven't seen Jaws 3 in so fucking long it isn't funny. But you're missing out on so much. And while, yes, Leone did design all 3 movies to be completely separate from one another. He did. He truly did. So that you could watch Good, the Bad, and the Ugly on its own. It's a whole complete experience. That's cool. You could watch A Few Dollars More. And it is its own whole complete experience. And you can watch Fistful of Dollars. It is its own whole complete experience. So he made Fistful of Dollars. He then made A Few Dollars More. And that is its own thing. Yes, if you watch A Fistful of Dollars, you see some of the character arc on the man with no name. Yes, everyone calls him Joe, but that's the only name he ever has throughout this series. He never introduces himself. People just call him Joe. It would be like calling someone John because you don't know their fucking name and they never introduce themselves. So it's, hey, Joe. You're just calling him Joe because that's just kind of I need to call you something. So, we have the man with no name in Fistful of Dollars. Now, what I understand, I need to watch it at some point, is in A Few Dollars More, it's its own thing. Yes, its name makes it an obvious reference back, but you don't need to watch A Fistful of Dollars to watch A Few Dollars More and understand what the fuck's going on. And definitely not with Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. While yes, now that I've watched Fistful of Dollars, I can see some of the character arc that has happened here between... That has to have happened in movie 2. But each movie is its own piece. It is its own thing. It is its own separate little bucket. And you don't need to watch the others. And you don't see that. You don't see things like that when it comes to a trilogy. Even if you're going to be using the same characters over and over, the closest you get is maybe the Jack Ryan movies. The actual Jack Ryan movies, not Jack Ryan. No, I mean I'm talking like Patriot Games, Air Force One, and Hunt for Red October. Those are Jack Ryan. Those three movies are with Jack Ryan in the Tom Clancy universe. Therefore, the Jack Ryan is the same Jack Ryan. But, oh my God, this fucking movie, man, this fucking movie. How the hell have I not watched it? I know I keep coming back to that, but how the hell have I not seen that? So, anyway, I'm gonna hand it over to you, bro. You tell me your shit about it because, holy crap! So, cheers for now, bro. Deuce. Stop. How do I stop?